Wolverines snapped a lengthy streak, defeating St. Vincent in the night game. Really a magical atmosphere at Thorne Field. And it was kind of maybe, you don't want to say a turning point, but for both programs. Since then, the Wolverines continuing to, as you say, put more bricks up, getting incrementally better each week. St. Vincent kind of last year ended up being a struggle, and this year has been a struggle. That in mind, do you think that, again, revenge or retribution isn't going to carry you through for 60 minutes, but do you think that, maybe that might be some extra points of emphasis from the St. Vincent staff reminding their guys about what happened last year here?
Yeah, I do. I think we're going to get the very best of St. Vincent this week, and we expect that. A lot of those guys looking at are the same guys who were on the field last year for a great football game, back and forth. They had the lead, or we had the lead at half. They took the lead in the third quarter. We regained that in the fourth. It was just a great football game, and they got a lot of similar guys on the field. And, they're going to remember that atmosphere. It was very special for us. Obviously, a lot of excitement on campus, the students rushing the field. And, I think young men do remember that. They remember the atmosphere of coming up here, and I'm sure they're very excited to get to come back up here again and compete in a great football game. So there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to get the very best from St. Vincent.
And what are the keys for the Wolverines to knock off the Bearcats and improve to 5-3 overall?
Yeah, we had talked about just defensively taking care of a young quarterback who's very dangerous with his legs. So I believe we got to contain that young man. Don't let the quarterback beat you in situations, run or pass, knowing he can take off at any time. So certainly we got to limit him and contain him. And then offensively, do what we do. We got to be able to establish a run, and then obviously for us, we're going to have to make big plays in the pass game when the opportunity presents itself. And really just great special teams. That's been a big focus. We talked about the bye week. That was a major emphasis for us, is just we got to continue to get better on special teams, because too many games are going to get decided from a big play happening with those units. So, I think offensively, contain the quarterback, defensively, establish the run and take advantage when you have opportunities in the pass game, and then special teams, just play great special teams in all phases. And I think if we do that, we're going to put ourselves in position to be successful.
Coach, always a pleasure. Glad to talk with you after a week off. Didn't know what to do with myself last week. But best of luck, and we'll talk to you next week.
I enjoy it as well. Thanks, Brixie.
That's Grove City College head football coach Andrew DiDonato. You've been listening to the Andrew DiDonato Show on 91 FM WSAJ. Kickoff is coming up next on the home of the Wolverines.
Hi, I'm Sleepy Boy Hawkins, host of the ever-compelling Blues Unlimited radio show, inviting you to join me each and every week as we explore the wonderful world of the blues and its history, heritage, and rich cultural traditions. Every Saturday night at 10 on 91.1 WSAJ, Grove City College Radio.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to The Cat Show. Up next, we have Nico. Nico is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right. A group known especially for their sunspot sleeping, ball chasing, leg rubbing, and of course, companionship. Just look how she struts.
It's like she owns the place.
And see how she curls up and cuddles her person.
The pitch on her purring is simply perfect.
Nice one.
Fantastic cat. But really the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Nico is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Grove City College's radio voice is 91 FM WSAJ, Grove City.
sunny Thornfield on the campus of Grove City College. 91.1 WSAJ. Grove City presents Wolverines football. The Wolverines off the bye week return home to Thornfield to take on the Bearcats of St. Vincent. Mark Means, Chris Birch with you, and 3 more left for the Wolverines off of the bye week last week, Chris.
Yeah, again, this is just an exciting time around this Grove City College football program. You know, you win 3 games in a row, you get a bye week to get healed up and kind of get refocused. And, you come back for this St. Vincent game and then your last road game. And then, of course, the President's Cup against the Teal Tomcats. Or the Mercer County Cup against the Teal Tomcats. Just a great time. Of course, if I was coaching, I'd be a nervous wreck about it. It's too good. It's too good. We got to be focused around here. This is too good around here, and that's I'm sure that there's been a lot of focus from the coaching staff kind of along those lines.
Bearcats come in at 1-6 and 1-5. Their lone win on the year over those Teal Tomcats early on in the year. You mentioned the Wolverines 4-3 and 3-3. The big thing you look at with the Bearcats is they're giving up about 33 points per game defensively, but talking to their radio crew, it's been the offense that's put the defense in bad positions, and they've given up a lot of points on short fields.
Right, because some of their more talented players, of course, are on the defensive side of the ball for St. Vincent. So, right, it's not that necessarily the defense is the weak point, but yeah, they're giving up short fields. They just, as teams that struggle do, and of course you and I sat here and saw it for a couple of years. It just seems to be, anytime anything positive or anything that gives you a little momentum going, something crazy happens. Some turnover happens, and it seems like that's what the St. Vincent offense has, had that fortune all year.
Defensively, they're pretty strong, especially up front, led by Isaac Gray, their junior defensive tackle. 8 sacks on the year, 10.5 on his career. A chance to become their all-time leading sacker with the next one that he gets. And their linebackers are very good. Hans White, 47 tackles. Mike Turner, 43 tackles. They lead the way from the linebacker spot defensively for those Bearcats.
Yeah, Isaac Gray's going to, certainly probably will set the all-time career record this year, but he's only a junior, so he's got another season. He's, 6'2", 250 of rock-solid muscle, quickness. He's a heck of, he's a load to deal with for sure. And like you said, the most athletic guys maybe on the whole team are the linebackers. So this defense is good. And if if the offense takes care of the football and has a few, picks up some first downs, I see that the defense wouldn't be the problem. Like you said, like the stats would indicate, the defense must be bad. No, it's not the defense. It's everything else falling apart and the onus being put on the defense.
I want you to put your coach's hat on for a minute, and I thought about this coming over today. You go back last year, the Bearcats came here, the night game, the Wolverines ended the losing streak against them. I just wonder, the players that are returning for the Bearcats, how many of those remember that? How inspired they will play tonight because of that?
There's always added elements to things, and it's one of those things where I don't think there's any question that they will be a little more inspired than they might be, under normal circumstances coming over here on a Saturday afternoon. And, again, what you worry about if you're Grove City is are you going to be a little maybe less inspired because of that? So that, that's kind of the dynamic. It's not so much how much more inspired St. Vincent might be. It would be how much less Grove City College would be. And if there's a little bit of a synergy there, that wouldn't be great for Grove City College.
Jeff Vrabel is our referee, and the captains are meeting at midfield. Wolverines, white pants, the red tops with the white numbers. We'll go down to the field for the call.
It is heads. You want to receive? Which way do you want to kick? So how we're standing. Okay.
So St. Vincent has won the toss, and they've elected to receive. So the Wolverine defense will be out there on the field to get this game underway. Look at last year's matchup right here at Thornfield, a 24-14 win for the Wolverines. Wesley Schools another day at the office, Chris. 35 carries, 177 yards, and 3 scores.
That's what he does, right? That's just what he does, and, you can just tell he is, it's almost becoming like this perfect blending of him having a lot of faith and trust in the offense, that Coach DiDonato and this Grove City College football staff, coaching staff want. And then the offense becoming kind of more and more built around him and his skill set and what he does. And it's almost becoming like this perfect marriage of the star player and the offense.
Wolverines take the field down below us. We're moments from getting underway. One of the things I really noticed, having time to look back on the last few games, Josh East made his first start at W&J. It's a tough challenge for anybody, especially your first start as a true freshman. He threw 4 interceptions in that game. He's not turned the ball over in any game since that.
Wow.
He's thrown 49 straight attempts without an interception since that game.
That's incredible. That's an incredible statistic. And again, what that tells you is that he has, a great deal of kind of natural confidence. Because you go into, like you said, you go in your first start of your career, a freshman, you're playing a nationally ranked team, and you throw 4 interceptions. That would crush lesser men. That would be a real tough thing to come back from confidence-wise for most guys. But he certainly has come back and come back well. So yeah, that's an awesome statistic.
2 men are back deep for the Bearcats, so we are ready to get this one underway with the freshman kicker Nick Morrow banging that high and deep into about the 2-yard line, cutting right across the 10, outside 15, cuts back 20, 25 across the 30, and out near about the 33-yard line. And good return by the Bearcats, and you might expect that with the Wolverines having the week off and haven't really hit anybody in a little while.
Right, and that's like, what do you do with those? There's always that kind of, what exactly do you do with that week off? You obviously want to get guys healed up. You want to do, get mentally recharged, but at the same time, you don't want to forget how to hit people. So, yeah, it's a great point.
Takoa Gades is the quarterback for the Bearcats. Where's number 8, freshman? About 281 yards passing, 170 yards rushing. He'll hand it off on the first down play, and going to get out to across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, the quarterback you were talking about, Gades there, he got recruited here at Grove City College as a linebacker.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, he's you look at him, he's 5'11", 215 pounds, and likes contacts, likes to hit people. So interesting character playing quarterback for St. Vincent.
Stasko on the run. He'll pick up 4, and it's 2nd and 6. Receivers right and left, twins right and left. Fake it to him. Gady's going to flip it out into the flat, pass caught across the 40 and diving down to about the 43-yard line, and a Bearcat first down on the opening drive.
Yeah, Gady's going down the line there, looking like it was kind of a designed quarterback keeper to get him to the outside. But right as he was about to turn up the field on the line of scrimmage, he stops and throws a pass, to the receiver standing there. That was a nicely designed play.
Sam Nowicki on the catch, the junior wideout, 5'8", 160. Gady's again out of the pistol, has one receiver to the right, now trips to the left. Tailback is Mike Stasko, the sophomore behind him, leading rusher on the year at just over 400 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Conto showing blitz. Gady's going to keep it across the 50. And he's going to dive forward and have another Bearcat first down. He'll pick up 11 on the run, and the drive continues for St. Vincent.
Yeah, there's Gady's kind of lowering his shoulder a little bit there and plowing into defenders. Let's just put it this way. I don't think we're going to see him slide today.
That guy that enjoys the contact at 5'11" and 215. Again, out of the pistol, one receiver to the right, trips to the left. On a 1st and 10 from the 46. Gady's going to keep it again, run it right up the middle, and he hammers his way down to the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 5 on first down, set up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I think maybe one surprise here on the last 3 or 4 plays, Mark, is that St. Vincent's offensive line that, the coach was excited about it in the preseason. They've been able to really get Grove City defensive line pushing them down the field.
2nd and 5, just underway. Bearcats right to left here to start tonight's game. Trips to the right, one man to the left. Gady's going to fake it. He's going to keep it again, and Ethan Conto there to pull him down from behind. After about a 3-yard gain, it will be 3rd down and 2.
Third down and 2, and again, a pretty good surge once again by the St. Vincent offensive line. And Grove City is just a little bit, kind of a little bit misdirected here on defense, and St. Vincent taking advantage of it.
Conto, Henson, Kilgore, and Salerno, your linebackers for the Wolverines on 3rd down and 2. Gady's checking with the sideline. Play clock down under 10 seconds. Trips to the right, one man to the left. The tailback is now going to be to the left of the freshman quarterback who takes the snap. He'll lead block for him. Cut upfield, trying to get the first down. Now bouncing it to the right. Hit right at the line of scrimmage and driven back. But a flag comes in at the end of the play, thrown by the umpire.
Yeah, Daniel Jackson with the big stick out there on the quarterback Gades, but we'll see what it is. It's going to be a hold against St. Vincent, I think, Mark.
Again, Jeff Vrabel is our referee today.
Holding. Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Oh, boy.
So they will elect to take the penalty. Would have brought up 4th and 2.
Right.
So they'll take the penalty and back it up.
Yeah, you might think, well, why would they do that? It's 4th and 2. Well, I mean, probably St. Vincent was in 4-down territory there, and they've been picking up chunks of yards. So, yeah, I think a good decision by Coach DiDonato.
So 3rd and 9 at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to readjust the spot of the football.
The penalty is 10 yards.
Keep marching backwards here.
It is now.
So it will be 3rd down and 12.
48.
Good job getting together, getting on the same page, and getting the ball spotted properly. We hear a lot of conversation about NFL officiating, but week in and week out, we praise these crews in the President's Athletic Conference for what they do.
Right, we don't praise them because we have to. We praise them because we sit up here and watch, and they do a great job, and they don't over-officiate. And occasionally, I know you do high school games across the border in Ohio. Ryan Briggs and I do high school games here in Pennsylvania, and at times you see over-officiating. These guys don't do that. They let them play, but they keep good control of the football game.
So it'll be now 3rd down and 12, ready to get back to play. 11-11 on the opening quarter clock. Trips right, one man to the left. Gady's out of the pistol, tailback next to him. Wolverines showing blitz, play fake. Gady's back to throw, being pressured by Kilgore, and he's going to go down deep inside the 40-yard line. Parker Kilgore, Chris Wolf there to make the play for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Parker Kilgore in there, and Chris Wolf in there as well, and they just nowhere for Gades to go. And boy, how's that accepting the penalty decision looking now? Holy cow, they're going to have to punt from their own 39.
Jacob Ross back to return this kick along with Cameron Roth. Good snap, low end over end kick. It's going to roll inside the 25 and down to the 21-yard line. Good play by both returners to just back that ball away that took the short hop and get away from it.
Yeah, and again, you look at a great field position, but boy, on what looked like that St. Vincent had driven themselves all the way down into 4-down territory. You'll take it.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. As they start this drive at 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. East out of the pistol, gives the ball to Wesley Schools, and Schools going to be ahead for just about a yard. And the numbers are eye-popping for Schools, Chris. 1,004 yards with 8 touchdowns, over 113 of 14, 6th in Division III in total rushing yards, averaging just a hair under 5 per carry.
And keep in mind, every defense is completely designed and geared towards slowing him down and not letting him get the big numbers off, and he still does it.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. East out of the pistol, takes the snap. Toss to Schools, running that little option read, gets across the 25 and near the 27-yard line before going knocked out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd down at the 29-yard line.
6-yard gain.
3rd down and about 3 here, Mark. So even after the first down play that didn't result in much, which, that's what we've seen Wesley Schools do. Still, Grove City now with a 3rd and short.
Now trips right. Gustafson all alone to the left. 3rd down and 3. Plenty of time on the play clock, approaching 12 seconds. East going to take the snap. He's going to look to run himself and be bottled up at the 31-yard line. Needed to get to the 32. He'll pick up 2. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. And the Wolverines will punt and elect to play the field position game here early.
Yeah, that guy we talked about in the pregame, Isaac Gray, big defensive tackle, in on that, kind of blew that play up. And St. Vincent's D holds on 3rd and short, and Grove City going to punt.
So 4th and 1. Caleb Brake averaging about 38 yards a kick. Gets that one off, and a booming kick over the 20-yard line. Rolling in, is going to go out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. His long on the year was 69 yards. That's going to threaten it right there.
Yeah, that was, you said it. You said kind of the obligatory, Grove City going to play the field position game. And
boy, did they.
They sure did. Holy cow. Yeah, they inside their own 20 back there, but the big booming punt by Caleb Brake. And St. Vincent is going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 7.
So Tekoa Gades, their freshman quarterback, brings the offense back out. He'll work out of the pistol formation. Running back there with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. A little confusion in the backfield, and the handoff going to go forward for a couple of yards as Gades kind of held on to the ball before he made a decision of what he wanted to do.
Yeah, it almost looked a little bit like that kind of that drag play, but either that or it was just a broken play.
Get a 1, 2nd and 9, under 8 minutes to play, opening quarter. Both defenses standing up here early on in this one. 2 receivers go to the right, 1 to the left side. Gades out of the pistol. Takes the snap, runs the option to the right side. He's going to keep it and turn it upfield. Get across the 10 to about the 11-yard line and brings up 3rd down and long.
3rd and long, and again, big moment here would be, of course, if you can hold to a short gain here and force a punt, you're really going to get the football in good field position.
3rd and 6 at the 11.
So 3rd and 6 at the 11-yard line. Going to have 1 receiver in the formation. Off to the right wing that way as well. Gators back to throw. Fires underneath. Receiver makes the catch and gets out of bounds. And it's reception number 2 for Sam Nowicki, the junior from Greensburg Central Catholic High School.
Yeah. And that's just a good protection by Gades. Nice little route run out there by Nowicki. And St. Vincent picks up a 1st down and kind of gets out of the shadow of their own end zone.
So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. The ball right at the the Bearcat 20-yard line. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left side. Out of the pistol, hand the ball to the tailback, rumbling right up the middle and bangs down to about the 29-yard line. And a flag at the end of the play.
Yeah, Stasco able to find a seam, little quick burst to get into the linebacking core. Picked up some big chunks, but I think St. Vincent's going to be guilty of a chop block.
Illegal block. Offense, number 6. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
So picking up that's Ethan Shipley, the senior running back who was in there trying to lead the way.
Yeah, the other block. Yeah, the other back trying to set him up kind of on a counter-type block, and just got a little bit too low down into the knee area.
So that backs them up deep into their own territory. 1st down and just about 19 for the Bearcats. 2 receivers right and 2 receivers left. Back to throw. Flag flies on the play as that ball is going to be completed once again to the receiver, Sam Nowicki.
Pushed out by Ross. Flag on the play.
Was a short gain on the play.
defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Thomas Ellis lining up offsides.
Yep. Just either lined up or just jumped quick.
So the 5-yard penalty makes it first and about 14.
Just kind of trading yards back and forth because of the penalties.
15 at the 16-yard line.
Gady's out of the pistol. Receivers right and left. Tailback next to him. Play clock down to 3. He'll hand it off to the tailback right next to him, who's up across the 20 and out near the 21-yard line. And it's going to remain second down. Now second down and long after the gain of about 5.
Gain of 5 to the 21-yard line.
All right, so
it is second down and
back
10.
to the original line of scrimmage after all that for a 2nd and 10. Big play right here. Grove City can stuff them or force an incomplete pass, put them in 3rd and long. That's what we want.
So 2nd and 10 as we approach 5 minutes. No score. Gady's through back to throw. Ball deflected and incomplete. It looked like Lucas Salerno got his hand on the football and knocked it away.
Yeah, it was definitely Salerno coming on the blitz. Linebacker blitz, just able to jump up there and tip it away. And forcing that 3rd and long that the Grove City defense wanted.
So Tekoa Gades now has 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he went to Sam Nowicki last time out in the flat for the pick up the 1st down.
Conto shifting over from his outside linebacker spot. Gades back to throw, fires underneath, ball deflected up in the air and incomplete. Jacob Ross on the coverage, and it'll bring up 4th down and 10.
Yeah, they tried to get it out there to Aaron Austin, pretty well defended. Basically a hit by Daniel Jackson separated him from the football the second it arrived. So great job by the Wolverine defense, great hold, and they should get the football in awfully good field position here.
So 2 men back to return this kick. Ritchie's kick wobbly, going to be juggled and grabbed by Jacob Ross, who's got blockers across the 50, 40, cuts back 30 to the 25-yard line before being driven out of bounds. Jacob Ross showing his speed there on a nice return.
Yeah, nice return, a couple of really good blocks to set up a lane, and the Grove City Wolverines are going to take over 1st and 10 here in great field position on the St. Vincent 24.
And give a lot of credit to Cameron Roth, the other returner who was back, who immediately became that lead blocker for him.
Right, and he set the block at about the 45 that created that lane.
So 1st and 10 Wolverines at the Bearcat 24. We've got a movement up front.
Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
So the
it is now 1st and 15 at the
false
29.
start penalty on Sal Spinoza, making start number 26 in his career for the Wolverines for the junior.
Yeah, just the timing a little bit off after the bye week. You know, again, there's lots of reasons that something like that would happen.
2 receivers go to the right, 2 now to the left. Rob Kuntz, the tight end, in the slot to the right. East takes the snap. He's going to keep it, turn it upfield. And East just shy of the 25-yard line.
East on the run. Mike Turner,
Yeah,
Ben Davis
basically
on the tackle.
getting about the getting 3 of the 5 penalty yards back. Setting up a 2nd and 12. Got to try to pick up a 4, 5, 6-yard chunk here.
Sheila, the wing back to the right. Gustafson there to the right. 2 receivers now to the left. Schools to the right of quarterback Josh East, who takes the snap, flips it to Schools, trying to turn it upfield, inside the 20, 15, 10, down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal Wolverines on a burst of speed by Wesley Schools.
Yeah, just a great block out there, too, set by number 41, Jacob Sciella. And that created that lane for Schools. And once Schools gets out there, forget it. One little shake and bake to elude one defender. Then he turned on the Jets, like you said. Gets Grove City 1st and goal at the 5.
Palizet and Sheila in as extra blockers. East under center. Now they'll reshuffle. So strong to the right side. Sheila goes in motion. They give it to Schools. And Wesley down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line, brings up second and goal.
Gray and Mack on the tackle.
Yeah, that's
2-yard gain.
St. Vincent's aligned that exactly how they wanted to, because there he was running right at Cody Henry and Isaac Gray. Those are the two guys you don't want to run into along the line of scrimmage.
Isaac Gray, 6'2", 250, 8 sacks on the year. So now Palisade drops back as a lead blocker. Sheila goes in motion, give it to Schools, trying to bounce it off the edge, and he's going to be dropped back to the 5-yard line. It'll be third down and goal.
Yeah. Caleb Collins out there from that cornerback position, just kind of mirroring Schools the whole way out to the edge, able to make a good fundamental tackle too. So now Grove City's third and goal from the 5. Big play, obviously, right here.
So they're going to bring Rob Kuntz, the tight end, H-back, wide receiver, does a little bit of everything for the Wolverines, back in on the play on third and goal from the 5. East out of the pistol, Schools to his left, timing ball, looking in the corner, and a leaping catch in the corner for a Wolverine touchdown. He thought about it for a minute, but it is a Wolverine touchdown, and for Cody Gustafson, touchdown number 10 on the year.
Yeah, I don't know if he's had a more impressive one than that one. He probably has, but that one, he just kind of kept running that route, somehow able to get the hand up there, make that catch right in the corner of the end zone, keep the feet in bounds. And then the official had to think about it for a minute, but thought about it and is going to give him the touchdown. So great pass and catch for the Grove City offense.
Morrow line to the right. Eric Snap, they get it down. Extra point is on the way. And the extra point is good. So more numbers in the record books for the Wolverines. As that is Gustafson's 10th touchdown catch of the year. Now tying him with Dave DiDonato in 2003 for the most in a year. It is also his 15th touchdown catch of his career, making him number 2 all-time in touchdown receptions in school history.
Wow. That's unbelievable. You know, all those numbers that we keep hearing about, he just kind of keeps racking them up. Great, just a great catch right there, too. A clutch catch, you know, on what had gone from being first and really promising to third and high blood pressure, and he's able to make that great catch.
Also reception 101. He is in 7th place all-time in school history with 2 years to play.
Yeah, not bad. Right. Yeah.
So they'll have Morrow with the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. Twins returners back inside their own 5 for the Bearcats. Morrow's kick high, and he'll run up on it at the 7. Across the 10, outside 15, 20, 25, edge to the 30 before being pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line. And the Bearcats do a good job kind of setting that edge up so he can turn the corner.
Yeah, you can tell Shandon Markson, he's a dangerous kick returner right there. And, you know, don't forget that Grove City touchdown really set up by the great punt return. So, again, not a great necessarily field position for St. Vincent, but a pretty good one to give them good field position.
So East 9th touchdown pass of the year, the 10th caught by Cody Gustafson, gives the Wolverines the touchdown lead. Rain starting to fall here at Robert E. Thorne Field as the Bearcats take over 1st and 10. Gatis going to keep it, and he'll get to about the 30 for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, Salerno, he's been all over the place today. The outside linebacker tipped that third down pass, and that time able to just be all over Gatis before he could get anything going. Won't be officially a sack because he did gain a couple of yards, but it's just as good as a sack.
2nd and 7 for the Bearcats. Gatis has 2 backs in the backfield with him on 2nd down and 7. Gives it to the tailback, and he is going to be stood up right near the line, able to push at the end for about a yard gain. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Ethan Conto coming on the outside linebacker blitz and able to get him by the feet before he could get into the defensive line there.
2-yard gain to the
Jatavian McLean on the carry, 5'8" freshman out of Riverdale, Maryland in Capital Christian Academy.
Boy, it would be great after scoring that touchdown if the Grove City D could get off the field here.
Gaddis on 3rd down and 5 for the Bearcats. Moves the tailback to his right. Takes the snap, fires over the middle. Pass caught and knocked down right at the 39-yard line. That's going to be just barely good for a first down. Keith Culp on the reception for the first down.
Yeah, McFall giving Culp just a little bit of space there, so he just kind of, bit off the route there right into the seam and able to pick up that first down. Nicely executed play by the Bearcats.
So Culp's reception gives the Bearcats a first down at their 39-yard line. Under a half minute to play in the opening quarter. Split backs with Gaddis. He's going to keep it, turn it towards the right. Gets across the 45 to the 50 and into Wolverine territory down about the 48-yard line for a Bearcat first down. And Parker Kilgore a little slow to get up.
Yeah, that's something with the foot of the ankle there, it looks like. And once again, though, you can't help but be impressed with Gaddis' ability to turn on the edge and pick up big chunks of yardage.
After one, it is Grove City 7 and St. Vincent 0 on the home of the Wolverines, 91-1 WSAJ.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
And some of those first quarter numbers, Wesley Schools right on pace, Chris. 5 carries, 28 yards, 5.6 per carry.
Another day at the office, like you always say about it.
1st and 10 for the Bearcats, now going left to right at the Wolverine 48-yard line. Gaddis split backs into the backfield. He's going to keep the football, try to tuck it upfield, and Chris Wolf there to pull him down from behind after a gain of about 1.
Yeah, pretty good tenacity there by Wolf to just kind of stay down the line of scrimmage and just not let him get loose, because we've seen what Gaddis can do, the freshman quarterback for St. Vincent, what he can do when he gets loose. So big play right there.
Receivers right and left, split backs into the backfield with Takoa Gaddis, the freshman quarterback. Play clock now to under 10. Gaddis back to pass, avoiding the rush, steps up in the pocket, now rolling to the right, eyes downfield, and he's just going to get upfield and get driven out of bounds near the Wolverine bench at about the 46, 47-yard line.
That's what he does, right? He looks for the design runs, obviously. He tries to buy time. And, that time, just buying time, nobody open, so he just tucked it and ran. And Grove City did a great job staying with him up front and also defending, the defensive back staying on the receivers, so just nowhere for him to go. That's a big play on 2nd down.
So 3rd down and 9 for the Bearcats. Wolverine showing blitz. Gaddis back to throw. Stepping up into the pocket. He's going to run to the left. Has the first down as he turns it upfield. And is down to about the 36-yard line. And this drive for the Bearcats will continue.
Just a little pocket there for him to get through. Pretty good job by the St. Vincent offensive line, giving him that. Just stepped up kind of through the pocket. And able to break one tackle to get himself a first down.
13-15 to play in the half. Grove City 7 and St. Vincent 0. Bearcats with a nice drive now at the Wolverine 36-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2 receivers to the right. Gaddis going to hand the ball to his tailback, Mike Stasko. And Stasko ahead for close to 5 on the run.
Wolf on the tackle.
Yeah. And again, we heard Coach DiDonato in the pregame show talk about the strength of the offensive line of this team. And, again, you look at a team that's, 1-6 and has struggled to score points, things like that. You think, really? But, no, in this case, their offensive line is, we see it on display here, that they're pretty good.
One senior on that offensive line, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman. Gatis going to keep it on the second down, try to get to the edge. He'll get to the 25 and bobble the ball, but it went out of bounds. So across the 25, down to about the 24-yard line, and it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, Sam Henson able to punch it out from the back, but it did go right out of bounds, so it stays St. Vincent possession. So another good gain by the quarterback, Gatis.
So first and 10 for the Bearcats. 12:08 to play here in the first half. First and 10 at the 24-yard line of the Wolverines are the Bearcats. Man going to go in motion. That is McLean. As they again run it off the left side. And down to about the 15-yard line. Going to bring up a second down and short for the Bearcats.
Yeah. Again, good surge by the O-line. McLean, a pretty good run there off of left tackle.
The ball's at the 15, second down and 2.
So an impressive drive here after the good kickoff return to end the quarter for the St. Vincent Bearcats.
Bearcats will have 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, wing now to the right as well. Play clock down under 10, second down and 2. Gatis going to try and run it, turns the corner, and he'll have the first down as he's down to about the 11-yard line. Just had enough speed to get to the edge and pick up the first down.
Right. Keep following number 67 out there, Cullen Higgins, 245-pound senior, and he is really clearing a path out there, as is 66. A.J. Putagano, another, he's a sophomore, 650 guy, so they're just kind of following those two over there on the left side.
First and 10, Bearcats at the Wolverine 11-yard line. Gatis going to keep it again with blockers in front and pulled down from behind inside the 10 near the 8-yard line by Salerno, who pulled him down from behind.
Yeah, Salerno doing a great job coming all the way from the left side to the right side, outside linebacker position to pull him down.
Second down and 7. 10-10 to play here in this first half.
Yeah, 13th play of the drive, Mark. This has been a long, sustained drive for the St. Vincent Bearcats.
So second and 7 at the 8-yard line. Gatis on the inside handoff, bouncing it out to the left side, breaking a tackle and into the end zone is Mike Stasko for the score for the Bearcats.
Number 26, Mike Stasko on the right.
Mike Stasko capping off a 14-play, 7.5-minute drive for the St. Vincent Bearcats, and that's about as impressive as you get. And I guess you could say St. Vincent pulled a Grove City College on Grove City College there, as that's what the Wolverines like to do offensively right there. But St. Vincent kind of turning the tide and doing it to the Wolverines.
Elliott on for the extra point. Snap down, and the extra point is blocked. And the Wolverine special teams comes up with the block to maintain the 1-point lead. 7-6, 9:52 to play in the half on 91.1 WSAJ.
St. Vincent 6.
Invited to talk about language.
We solve linguistic mysteries, play word games, and debate the finer points of grammar.
And you'll get fresh perspectives on pop culture, old sayings, regional expressions, books and writing, and slang.
Tune in to Away with Words Sunday afternoons at 3 on 91.1 WSAJ Grove City.
I thought it was. So Connor Lowe comes up with the big special teams play and blocks the extra point, Chris, to maintain the 1-point lead for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's a couple of times here now that the Grove City Wolverines special teams has gotten the job done. The long kick return setting up their score, and then the block by Connor Lowe keeping the Grove City College lead here as they're now up 7-6 after the blocked extra point.
Sam Elliott will kick the ball away for the Bearcats.
Elliott to kick off.
End over end kick. Roth at his 3. Across the 10, 15, inside the 20, and then driven back just shy of the 25-yard line. And no hesitation there by Roth. He takes the ball and heads upfield with a full head of steam.
Yeah, a lot of confidence from him, certainly after the great kick return on the last possession to set up the touchdown. So again, Grove City College setting up in decent field position, certainly. Anything outside of the 20 is okay. So you set up on your own 25 and need to answer here.
So 1st and 10 at the 25, 9:45 to play in the first half. East play fake to Schools, rolling right, throws it to Kuntz, wide open across the 35 to the 40 and hammers its way down near the 42-yard line.
Yeah, really well-designed play. Just had East rolling out to his right, Kuntz, nobody guarding him. Nice catch by the big man, and then he rumbles down the field and picks up 17 yards and a first down for Grove City.
6'1", 195-pound senior out of Butler with his 3rd catch of the year and a big Wolverine first down.
195. I think he weighs 195 like I tell people I weigh 195.
East gives it to Schools, hesitates, gets up the middle across the 45, and dives down near the 48-yard line. And another good run on first down for Schools. That always seems to get this offense going and what they can do on first down.
Right. Well, again, you see the pass there, the pass play to loosen things up there. And now, you got some holes, you got some seams, you got some lanes if you're Wesley Schools.
It's going to be Cody Gustafson to the right. Also out there is Brandon Caffrey, Cameron Drake, the 3 receivers. Run the option, toss it to Schools, and Schools is going to be dropped back at the 45-yard line. It's coming up, filling the gap. That is Zach Altieri, the senior from Jeanette High School, making the play.
Yeah, Brandon Caffrey was kind of assigned to block him, and he eluded the block, and just nobody there between. So he could have almost picked off the pitch.
So now 3rd down and 7. Altieri, of course, out of that football factory that Jeanette has become over the last 10 or so years.
Yeah, of course. I think the factory might be in trouble against the school from Mercer County in a couple of weeks.
East to throw, fires downfield. That's Gustafson on his first reception. Down to the 44-yard line. And that will be a first down. Gustafson's 2nd catch of the game. Can't forget the touchdown.
Right, yeah. Just a nice little design play, and you pick up a first down. You keep the momentum going. You keep the drive going. Just one of those, anytime you have a scoring drive, it's just like a necessary play like that.
Cody's team-leading 44th catch of the year for the Wolverines. Going to give it to Schools. Excuse me, that's not Schools. That is Zach Trusky, who checked in for a moment, and he is dropped back at the 45-yard line for a loss of 1 on the play.
2nd and 10 at the 45.
Just a good push, good surge by the St. Vincent defensive front. I think we said it. We talked about how this team has given up a lot of points, but hasn't all been the defense's fault. We've seen it here. Grove City has obviously moved the football. They put together a touchdown drive, but still, his defense is talented.
East on 2nd down and 11. Schools, the lone back in the backfield. Gustafson to the right. Caffrey and Drake to the left on 2nd and 11. Play fake. East looking to throw.
Got it.
Fires downfield. Underthrown ball still caught at the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. And once again, Cody Gustafson on the deep shot downfield for the first down.
Yeah, ball was a little underthrown, but Gustafson made the read before the defensive back did. He's able to cut off his route a little bit, get back and catch the football. Big play by the Grove City offense and Cody Gustafson.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Cody's 3rd grab of the first half. 45 on the year. 103 on the career. Schools now moves to the right of East on 1st down and 10 at the 19. Schools going to get the football, try and bounce it to the right, now cuts back towards the middle of the field. And he's down to the 15-yard line for a gain of 4 on first down.
Schools on the run.
Yeah, just pretty well pursued out there by St. Vincent. Schools running downhill. Well defended by St. Vincent, but still a 4-yard gain for Grove City. So sets up that 2nd and 6 situation that so often they find themselves in.
Under 5.5 to play in the half once they snap the football. 2nd down and 6. Gustafson to the right. Drake now to the left. Sheila and Kunst in the backfield to block. Going to give it to Schools. Kunst leads the way, and that play is strung out back to the 15-yard line. No room that time for School to run. Ben Davis, the linebacker there, to come up and make the play.
Yeah, Cody Henry, too. Cody Henry just kind of stringing out there to just not give Schools any lane to run up into.
Caffrey will check in. Bring in the extra receiver. One receiver now to the right. Trips to the left. Trying to spread out the Bearcat defense on 3rd and 7. At the St. Vincent 16-yard line. East back to throw. Time in the pocket. Now he's going to run to the right inside the 10 and drags defenders down to the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Wolverines, and a great read by the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, that was it. That was all Reed as he was looking left at the receiver out there, Cameron Drake. He was well covered. Looked to his right for the check down. Nobody there. Able to just pick up the yardage necessary with his feet to get the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Wolverines on the St. Vincent 5.
Brian Mitchell going to check in as an extra offensive lineman. 6'4" senior. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. East out of the pistol, going to give it to Schools. Hesitates, and no room to run for Schools as he's pulled down back near the 6-yard line.
Yes, Cody Henry again called his number several times today already on the Wesley Schools runs.
2nd and goal at the 6.
Cody Henry out of Latrobe, where St. Vincent College is, playing for his hometown team.
All right. There you go.
2nd and goal now from the 6-yard line. 3:10 to play in the half. Wolverines a 7-6 lead. East goes under center, rolling to the right, looking downfield, firing downfield. A leaping attempt for the football is a Wolverine touchdown.
No way.
That's Gustafson again on the touchdown, his 11th of the year, and the most touchdown catches ever in a single season by a Wolverine receiver.
That's unbelievable. The record breaker is a memorable one. And if you're Josh Kreibel out there, the D-back for St. Vincent, what else can I do? There's nothing else I can do other than maybe get my hands on the football. Pretty well covered out there, but East threw it into the corner so nobody else could get it but Gustafson. If anybody was going to get it, Gustafson somehow makes the catch.
Snap down, extra point by Morrow is good, but there is a flag on the play. So with 3:02 to play, we'll sort out the penalty from our referee, Jeff Rabel.
Illegal formation. Kicking team. Too many men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Replay the point after.
That's knowing what annoys coaches more than other annoying things. That's going to annoy the Grove City coaches right there, yes.
Extra point attempt.
One of the little things you expect your team to execute.
The annoyance goes away if this kick is good, but if the kick isn't good, be annoyed all week.
So Morrow will try it 5 yards deeper, back to the 15. So a 25-yard extra point attempt. Snap down, extra point this time, twisting its way up, and that is no good. 3:02 to play in the half. It is Grove City 13, St. Vincent 6 on 91.1 WSAJ.
My name is Jim. I'm a veteran, and I lost both legs in Vietnam. My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
I'm Julius. I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission, helping veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned.
I'm Cece. My victory was finishing my education.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
So a historical afternoon for Cody Gustafson with touchdown catches 10 and 11, breaking Dave DiDonato's record of 10 back in 2003.
Yeah, it's impressive. Again, he just continues to make plays and do the things that get your name in the record books.
Morrow's kick is going to drift out of bounds.
Morrow's kickoff out of bounds.
With 3:02 to play here in the half, so each team, Chris, has missed an extra point.
Yeah, each team number missed 72. An extra point. Fortunately,
the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
They've scored
First
two,
down.
though, right? So, yeah, but that's in the kick out of bounds here. So now St. Vincent's going to have pretty good starting field position.
St. Vincent will have the ball first down and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line. So, kind of back-to-back special teams gaffes. Not going to make Coach DiDonato very happy.
First and 10 for the Bearcats at the Wolverine 35. Gaddis takes the snap. He's going to run the football, looking for a running lane. There isn't one. Daniel Jackson there to hold him up, and Connor Lowe brings him down. The loss back into the backfield.
Yeah, just great pursuit out there by Jackson, not letting him get anywhere, not letting him find a lane or turn it upfield, and then Lowe coming in to finish him off once he shed his blocker.
Jackson having a fantastic year at that safety spot. Leads the team, the conference, in second in the country in interceptions with 6.
Yeah, that's all. Wow.
So second and 13 with 2:22 to play. Wolverines going to substitute here just a little bit late as Ryan Appleby checks in for Thomas Ellis.
Some kind of a... Yeah, he's got blood, that's why.
Going to double flip the ball to one of the receivers who's now breaking it back across the left, across the 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds. Into Grove City territory.
Austin on the run.
That's Aaron Austin, listed as a quarterback from Pringle, PA, in Wyoming Valley West.
Yeah, it was really just a well-designed play. You had everybody going one direction. The classic misdirection. Pretty good block thrown by the quarterback, Gaddis, at the end, too, to spring him for that final burst that he was able to get out and get the first down.
Bearcats coming to this game a little banged up, so a few guys playing out of position. Playing well. Give the ball to the wide receiver who fires it back downfield. And that throw is going to be incomplete as David McLean fired it downfield, incomplete, looking for Austin.
Yeah, McLean, a wide receiver. The play was perfectly designed. It's just McLean only threw it about half as far as he needed to throw it. And everybody thinks throwing a football with guys chasing you is easy. Not easy.
So second and 10 on the incompletion. Bearcats going into the bag of tricks on consecutive plays. Cadies takes the snap. He's going to run it. Cut to the right, now back to the middle. Has the first down and more all the way down near the 30-yard line. And he's shown terrific running ability all afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, he really is. He lowers his shoulders. He runs. He's a quarterback that runs like a fullback. Changes direction a couple times and able to pick up the first down.
So it'll be first and 10 with the ball at the 30-yard line of the Wolverines. Trips to the right. Send a man in motion. Flag flies. Cady is going to take a deep shot downfield. And that ball is caught in the end zone for the Bearcat touchdown by Aaron Austin, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah. Maybe certainly the best play of the day for the St. Vincent offense, but I think it's coming back the way that the flag flew right as the ball was snapped. Let's see what we got, yeah.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 26 and number 20. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Grove City College dodging a bullet there as Gatis picking up a bunch of yards with his legs on the previous play and then throwing a great ball into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown, but that one's coming back, so mark that moment down, Mark. 57 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Stasko
dodges a bullet. Sorry, go ahead.
Nowicki on that penalty. So 1st and 15, under a minute to play in the half. Two receivers right and left. Gatis out of the pistol. 3-step drop, looking to run. He's going to be just shoved and knocked down inside the 40, back near the 43-yard line, and the Bearcats are going to use their first timeout.
Yeah,
St. Vincent.
Give Ryan Appleby credit for the tackle there as he just kind of pushed his offensive lineman back into Gatis to knock him over.
Ryan Appleby, we've talked about him throughout the year, Chris. 6'3", 230, a freshman from Louisville, Ohio, in St. Thomas Aquinas, and he's really come on as the year's gone along.
He's just been unbelievable. He's played great, and again, I can tell you're an Ohio guy because you pronounce that town right. Most people who are not from Ohio pronounce it Louisville, like the big city in Kentucky, but yeah, it's Louisville out there in Akron, right?
Done many high school games from their tremendous football facility there.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 22 with under a minute to play in the half, and when the defense has needed it, they've come up with some big stops.
Yeah, they really have. They really have. They got a fortunate break there on the penalty by St. Vincent, but still 50 seconds to go here. St. Vincent 2nd down and 22. Ball on the Grove City 42.
Gatis works out of the pistol. Trips in a diamond formation now to the right. Running back into the backfield. Gatis to throw. Fires underneath. Pass caught. And pulled down. Diving down to the 30-yard line. Once again, that's number 3, Aaron Austin, on the reception.
3rd and 10 at the 30.
Yeah, McFall and Pat Mark on the tackle there, but still a big gainer for St. Vincent.
Gatis again, back to throw. Going to fire the deep ball downfield into the corner of the end zone, and it'll fall incomplete and bring up 3rd down and 10 with 23 seconds to play in the half.
Yeah, I tell you, the Sam Nowicki had a step there. He had a step on Conto, but Conto able to recover and get a little bit of help over the top by Jackson McFall. And
4th down and 10 at the 30.
There's another fortunate moment there for the Grove City College defense.
So 4th down and 10, 4th and long. The Bearcats going to keep the offense out there with trips to the left. One man to the right side, and Aaron Austin. He's been the big target on this drive. Gatis back to throw. Feeling some pressure. Rolling out. Now back to the right. Eyes downfield. Sets and fires across his body. Catch made, and Patrick Mark hammered him down at the 10-yard line, and a flag came out.
Pass complete to Stasko.
Well, this could be targeting on Patrick Mark.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where he...
Entire officiating crew led by Jeff Vrabel meeting inside the 10-yard line to discuss the penalties.
There's ways that certain tackles appear now that are almost automatic calls. And it was like Mark was almost defending himself, right? He was like self-defense against a guy that was coming full speed, but it looked like that, kind of rocketing himself into somebody with his upper body, and that's almost an automatic call now.
So they will send both teams to their sidelines, and this conversation will continue. The major college level, this goes up to the booth for a review.
Right.
We got our entire crew getting together to discuss this one.
Yeah. I saw a high school football game last night with 4 ejections. And in a lot of cases, again, I know it's a tough job, but I thought that the ejections were pretty quick.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness. On the defense, number 1. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Okay, no ejection. That's
no target
timeout
called.
St. Vincent. It's 2nd timeout of the half.
Now, see, to me, again, sort of my personality, whatever. Like that's the right call. Like you got to call something there for sure. But that's these guys get ejection happy there.
And that's one of those where you get the targeting penalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're out for the second half and the first half of next week's game at Geneva.
Right, yes, and that's good. That was good, at least, that there was no ejections, no anything like that. I hate seeing that stuff, so. A tough call. Like, in other words, a call probably that you as the official you have to make, but, a call still that if you're out there playing, you're down there on the field playing, you're thinking, I'm just defending myself, self-defense.
So first and goal for the Bearcats at the 4-yard line. 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Wolverines with a 13-6 lead. Gaddis, the quarterback. Stasko, the tailback. Gaddis now goes up under center. They snap it directly to Stasko, who flipped it to his receiver, and he walked into the end zone for the touchdown as Aaron Austin went in motion. It was a broken play, but able to pick it up and flip it to him for the touchdown.
What was that? That was a strange looking play. They direct snapped it to Stasko, and he's able to take a couple steps and get it to the receiver, and St. Vincent into the end zone for the second time today.
Sam Elliott out of the hold of Christian Witchy. Snap down, a rush on, and this extra point is inside the right upright and good. And with 7 seconds to go in the half, we're going to be all tied up at 13.
How about that? Yeah, again, Grove City fortunate a couple of times on this drive, but the unfortunate there is they get a penalty called against them, and then St. Vincent scoring on a broken play on the next play, and we're tied up now with 7 seconds to go in the half.
Wolverines will get the ball to start the third quarter, and we've seen the adjustments that they have made this year offensively that have been tremendous. Yeah. So we'll see what they elect to do here in the second half against the Bearcats.
Yeah, they call that scripting the plays to come out in the second half, and Grove City has oftentimes this year done a great job coming out to start the second half with a script.
So they'll kick the ball back to the Wolverines with just 7 seconds remaining in the half. See what Sam Elliott elects to do. Elliott, 6-foot senior from Breckenridge, PA, in the Highlands High School.
He's a good kicker. I also appreciate his work as actor.
Little squib kick fielded by one of the up men for the Wolverines at the 48-yard line.
Fielded by Connor Shoemaker.
That's Connor Shoemaker doing a good job there, the junior cornerback. Falling on that wasn't an easy one, so yeah, definitely don't want to give them another possession and another shot at it here. So,
what do you do here with the ball at your own 48-yard line in one play?
I take a knee. Me personally, that's just me though. But yeah.
Now the Wolverines, who are thinking about what to do, will take the timeout with 6 seconds to play.
Right.
Now they had 3, and they'll use 1 here, and that'll leave them with 2. It kind of does open up things to see what you want to do to maybe try and steal some momentum going into the locker room, knowing why not take a shot here, because you're going to get the ball to start the third quarter either way.
Right.
Wolverines make their final road trip of 2018 next week under the lights at Geneva. And then back here in 2 weeks for the Mercer County Cup against the Teal Tomcats to wrap it up.
Yeah, great. Two big rivals. Maybe it's just so much as your own perception, but I always think of, Geneva, Westminster, and Teal as the triumvirate of rivals for this Grove City team, mostly based on geography. So you got Geneva going over there and then coming back here for the regular season capper against Teal. So a lot of fun.
One receiver to the right, trips to the left. Schools the running back next to the freshman East out of the pistol. From their own 48-yard line. East is going to be back to throw. Steps up, airing it out downfield, and knocked away and incomplete at the 19-yard line. And we head to the locker room here at half. Grove City 13, St. Vincent 13 on 91.1 WSAJ.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Groban. After so many years on the stage, one of my favorite things about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. Every year, billions of pounds of excess food go to waste, while 1 in 5 children may be left not knowing where their next meal is coming from, or if it's even coming at all. Thankfully, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food and helps deliver it to kids in need across the country. But they can't do it alone. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Halftime here at Robert E. Thorne Field in Grove City and St. Vincent College, all knotted up at 13. Bearcats getting that late touchdown, Chris, to tie things up heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and again, that offense was very much in rhythm there and could have scored on 2 other occasions, but didn't, and finally did after the targeting penalty put them in a really good situation, 1st and goal. But, yeah, again, really well played first half by St. Vincent. This is one of those deals where, you sort of look at the game by game, you look at the scores, and you think, well, this is how it should go. But St. Vincent has come in here. They've played relatively mistake-free football. We've talked about how good their defense is. They've just been in a lot of short fields. They've played well today. Grove City College has their hands full. Grove City College is playing well, too. It's just that St. Vincent came here to play today.
How much is it that balance of, hey, St. Vincent's playing really good, and maybe it takes a half to get your rhythm back after being off for a week?
I think that there's something to that. I really do. Again, if you asked Coach DiDonato that question walking to the locker room, he probably would grouch at you because, that's you don't want to use that as kind of an excuse. But I don't think there's any question that, you don't play for a week, you don't hit that first week of practice.
Ladies and gentlemen, and please help me welcome to the field.
I think that's at an
2018 edition of
down to the field for your halftime entertainment of the Wolverine Marching Band, directed by Mr. Andy
45
Erb.
honorary Wolverine Marching Band members. Amazing students representing 27 different high schools in 4 states. These wonderful students have been on campus all morning learning about Grove City College, meeting our current marching band members, and rehearsing for this afternoon's halftime show. We are excited to present our Band Day participants along with the Wolverine Marching Band this afternoon as we open the performance with a song recorded in 2013 by the band Bastille. We feature the Color Guard members to the energetic sounds of Pompeii. Our show continues with a song recorded by New Orleans modern jazz and funk musician Troy Andrews, otherwise known as Trombone Shorty. Let loose and groove along as we feature our twirlers to Buck Jump. We continue our performance by featuring the front lines with a song originally recorded in 2016 by Bruno Mars. Sit back, tap your toys, and enjoy the driving rhythm and excitement of 24 Karat Magic. As a reminder, if weather is permitting, the Grove City College Wolverine Marching Band will perform their regular halftime show following the conclusion of today's game. Now, our show concludes as we feature the Marquettes and take you back to the 1980s. This song, recorded in 1981 by one-hit wonder Tommy Two-Tone, reached number 16 on the Billboard charts in 1982. Grab a phone and give Jenny a call at 867-5309. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your 2018 Band Day participants and Wolverine Marching Band!
And there you have it, the 2018 Wolverine Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Andy Erb. We'll take a break, come back and get you ready for the third quarter here on 91.1 WSAJ.
Hey, there he is. How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand or what?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you okay?
I'm having a stroke.
Your face looks weird, too.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you having a seizure or something?
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. Or S, speech difficulty. Then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink.
The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact...
What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum.
That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe.
How do trees clean the air?
They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Both teams back out on the field as we get set to begin the third quarter. Mark Means, Chris Birch back with you. Wolverines and Bearcats tied at 13. Numbers interesting in the first half. St. Vincent 13 first downs, Wolverines with just 5. St. Vincent runs it 25 times for 118 yards, 14 for 48 for the Wolverines. Total yards in favor and total plays in favor of the Bearcats, 34 for 175 compared to the Wolverines' 20 for 113.
Yeah, but that was 14 of those plays were on the one touchdown drive, though. That's the first touchdown drive, so how about that?
Third down conversions, 3 of 6 for the Bearcats, 3 of 4 for the Wolverines. Both teams a perfect 2 of 2 in the red zone. Numbers for the Wolverines: Schools, 10 carries, 33 yards. East, 5 of 6 through the air so far, Chris, 65 yards and a pair of touchdowns, so that gives him 55 straight attempts without an interception. Gustafson, 4 catches, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. And if you weren't with us in the first half, now the all-time single-season reception touchdown leader in school history.
Yeah, the record tire was impressive, and then the record breaker was even more impressive. Both rollouts in the corner of the end zone plays. So just an unbelievable season for Cody Gustafson, and even an unbelievable 2 catches too.
So if you're looking at it from the Wolverine perspective, like we are, and you're getting the ball first to start the third quarter, what are you doing?
I think, again, we've talked about sort of the script of the script of the offense here, the script of how they come out in the second half. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to continue to try to roll out and mix it up. Short passing game. You got to get Wesley Schools a little involved. Give St. Vincent a lot of credit, holding him obviously well under his average, just 33 yards rushing. But we've seen that before, where a team can hold him down for a half, and then he goes off in the second half.
It does make me wonder a little. The strength of this Bearcat defense is up front. They're a little young, little inexperienced in the back half in the secondary. I wonder if you take a couple of extra shots than you normally would downfield.
Yeah, no, I agree. And we've also seen that, right? We saw them do that with Gustafson 2 weeks ago, where they were stacking the box, putting everybody up there trying to deal with Schools, and they got some stuff down the field. So, yeah, that's a good coaching adjustment by you there.
We'll see if it happens now. So it will be Elliott to kick the ball away. And back deep for the Wolverines is Marcus Woodford and Cameron Roth. Sophomore and freshman respectively. As the Wolverines will get the football. Maybe a light little misting rain, but nothing that'll be too much of a factor. It's going to be Roth who bobbled it and then dropped it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So the Wolverines are going to be backed up inside their own 20 to start off this first drive of the third quarter, going left to right.
Yeah, and again, after the after the touchdown drive by St. Vincent to end the first half, a little pressure now on the offense, certainly to get something going and steal back the momentum.
East, 5 of 6, 65 yards and a pair of touchdowns in the first half. Gives him 10 touchdowns and 4 interceptions on the year for the freshman. On the option, toss it to Schools on the first play, looking for a block. Had a seam and then got hammered down at the 16-yard line and coming over to make the defensive play. That's Shepard. Excuse me, that's Caleb Collins on the tackle.
Yeah, Caleb Collins again. It looked like he had that typical lane, but Collins coming over from that safety position and just laying into him there. He was the only one unblocked.
It made the play and kind of told him about it, too.
He told him about it. He did. You're right.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Just underway here, third quarter. East out of the pistol, Schools the tailback, 3 receivers in the formation. Play fake. East going to fire over the outside, and that pass is going to be caught for a Wolverine first down. And that's Cameron Drake on the reception. His first catch of the game, 29th of the year.
Yeah, that's a big first down. Needed that one and got it. So, yeah, East continues to do a really good job in that short passing game. Really managed the game with that, from doing what he's been doing.
So 1st and 10 on the opening drive of the third quarter for the Wolverines. East again looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat and a little bit too low for Zach Trusky, and incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, East was under some pretty serious duress there, not able to get it out of his hand the way he wanted to. Too bad, too, because Trusky had some open field in front of him.
So for the first time here this afternoon, Jared Hurd, the sophomore wideout from Spring Mills, PA, and Penn Valley High School, checks in. East out of the pistol. They'll check with the sidelines on the play. It's going to be Drake far out to the left. And Hurd and Gustafson. East looking to throw. Gustafson comes back to the ball, makes the catch on a floating throw to the sidelines across the 30 and down to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the most high volume football ever thrown there by East, but he got it done, and Gustafson kind of had to wait for it a while, but he was able to get it, keep his feet in bounds, and pick up a nice little chunk on first down.
So 3rd and 2 for East and the Wolverines. Drake and Kuntz now to the left. Gustafson to the right. A wing to the right side as well. East out of the pistol. Going to throw. Flips it out. And that is a catch for Gustafson and a Wolverine first down as he toe-tapped the sidelines at the 36-yard line. And he's racking up the catches. Yeah. That's his 6th.
Right. I love it. I mean, that's that play that we saw so much earlier in the year with Gustafson and Randall Labrie, where he would just run that route and kind of almost, pin him up out there. And he did it there.
Sheila in motion. Now back to the left side. Give it to Schools. Running middle across the 40 and down to the 45-yard line. 9-yard gain for the Express. And 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, I love it. That's what we love to see, right? The big chunks picked up on first down, getting them into 2nd and short.
So it will be 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Sheila goes in motion in the backfield. Got to give it to Schools again. Good lead block by Sheila, and across the 50 to the 49-yard line is Schools for another gain of 5 yards.
Yeah, just able to kind of keep the churn. He took a heck of a pop as he was falling to the ground there by the linebacker Mike Turner, but.
Right back to the line. 2 receivers right. 1 to the left. Sheila now again to the left. The lead blocker on that last play. East going to run the option, toss it to Schools, running right across the 50, and then thrown down into the Wolverine bench with a horse collar tackle out of bounds. It'll tack 15 more on to the end of that run.
Yeah, that was silly. I mean, Schools was already out of bounds, and he just put his hand completely up inside his shoulder pad and flung him to the ground.
Personal foul. Defense number 95. Late hit. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
Could have called a horse collar.
That could have been either one.
Yeah, but it was a late hit, too. That was silly. I mean,
so Cody Henry picks up that late hit penalty.
Cody Henry's played great today, too.
Down to the Bearcat 31-yard line and a Wolverine automatic first down. Drake and Kuntz now go to the left. Gustafson all alone. Cody out to the right side. Bearcats showing blitz. East looking for time to throw. Gustafson breaks wide open, and he overshot him by about 2 yards in the back of the end zone. He had broken free, and that will fall incomplete, and that's one East would like back.
Yeah, I just got a little. I thought maybe he had to throw it a little bit further towards the corner of the end zone than he had to. And, yeah, he definitely made a great move to get loose from Micah Harris, the cornerback over there. Gustafson did.
2nd and 10, 11-19 to play, third quarter. We're tied up at 13 between the Wolverines and the St. Vincent Bearcats. Twins right and left. East runs the option, toss Schools to the right side across the 30, 25, and down right near the 20-yard line. They'll spot him at about the 21-yard line. To be about a half-yard shy of the first down.
Pretty good blocking out front there. And
yeah, they've done a fantastic job with the lead blocks.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to enunciate, but got distracted.
3rd and 2 for the Wolverines. East out of the pistol. Schools the tailback to his right. Wolverines have done a fantastic job converting on 3rd down in this winning streak, but this time the Bearcat defense there to make the play and bring up a 4th down and call it 2.
Yeah, that's Cody Henry again. Just Harris and Henry out there for the Bearcats. We've called their name all day. So, what do we got here, Mark? We got a 4th down and 2. Certainly in 4-down territory. Too far for a field goal, way too short for a punt. So here we go. Big play.
East out of the pistol. Has Gustafson to the right. Kuntz and Drake to the left. Schools to the left of East on 4th and 2. Schools gives it on the handoff. He'll have the first down inside the 20. And down to the 18-yard line. Great jump cut to pick up the first down.
That's a great example of Coach DiDonato's line. Don't get cute, get better. And I think it's just so much about there. Yeah, what are you going to try here? Let's try some. No, let's give the ball to Schools. Have our offensive line, our big offensive lineman over on the left side block and pick up a first down, and that's what they did.
Yeah, do what we do best and do it well.
Yes.
First down for the Wolverines. Again, Schools on the carry. Cut it out to the left, back to the right, and inside the 15 to the 14-yard line for a short gain on first down of about 3.
Davis and White on the tackle. 4-yard gain.
9:08 to play in the third quarter. Wolverines and Bearcats tied at 13. Play clock down, approaching 15 seconds on 2nd and 6. East going to keep it, try and cut it back towards the middle of the field between the hash marks. And he's going to be down at near the 10-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and a couple.
Yeah, so basically he's picking up about 3 yards at a pop here on this series. So now we got the big one right here. So
3rd and 3 at the 11.
3rd and 3. Grove City can pick up a first down here, even though they're at the
Give it to Schools again. This time he is going to be hit at the 10-yard line and get no further. It's going to be 4th down and about 2. Yep. Daniel Jackson was running up down the sidelines trying to get the bench fired up a little bit, or he's trying to stay warm.
Yeah, probably one of the two, right? He's kind of saying, hey, this is maybe the biggest play of the game here, and you guys are just standing around. So, yeah.
This will be play 16 on the drive.
I was just going to say, Grove City College really putting together their first, kind of traditional Grove City College-style long drive here. Let's finish it off, though.
4th down and 2. East with the hole over the middle, dives forward, looking for the first down marker. And I don't think he got it. We'll have to wait and unpile.
Yeah, that was a heck of a hit.
East did take a big hit, and it is a Wolverine first down. They're not even going to measure it. They say East got the first down.
Yeah, I was discouraged, too, at first, like you were, but then when I saw where the linesman was coming out from over on the far side of the field, I thought, if they're going to spot him there, he's got it.
Mitchell checks in, bringing that extra offensive lineman, the senior out of North Allegheny.
They got a big win last night against Pine Richland.
17th play of the drive. Again, give it to Schools. This time dives it into the end zone for the Wolverine touchdown. Wesley Schools, 9th touchdown of 2018.
Yeah, that was huge. What a great block there, sprung by Callahan.
Timeout for an injured player of the defense.
Oh. Let's see him, Mark.
I don't see anybody down on the field, but they're going to hold up play here momentarily.
All right.
This will bring on Nick Morrow to attempt the extra point.
So they got, an 89-yard drive, taking up 17 plays in about 7 minutes and 40 seconds for Grove City to cap that off for a touchdown. That is the kind of drive that you win a game.
Tyler Gustafson will hold, and Nick Morrow, 1 of 2 on the point afters, will attempt. Snap a little off to the right. The extra point, plenty of distance, and good. 7:17 to play, third quarter. It is Grove City 20, St. Vincent 13 on 91.1 WSAJ.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So Mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Back to Robert E. Thorne Field, and an impressive drive by the Wolverines, capped off by Wesley Schools, 9th touchdown of the year, and a 7-point lead for the Wolverines at 20-13.
Morrow to kick off. Larson and Nowicki deep.
Nick Morrow with the ball teed up at the 35, drives it high and deep into the 4-yard line. Cutting right across the 10, now back across the 15, between the hashes to the 20, down to the 25-yard line, and a flag from Jeff Gravel, our referee, at the end of the play.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the Tagley on that crackback block there. Yeah, so like he
illegal block in the back.
Yep.
On the return team, number 14. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, it was Pfeiffer. He did it. Pfeiffer was coming back, and number 14, Battaglia, just it was a good call by the officials. I saw the same thing.
So that'll back him up with the ball resting at the 10-yard line. 7:11 to play, third quarter. Wolverines back on front at 20-13. Gaddis out of the pistol and his running backs right and left. Conto showing blitz. Gaddis will run it on first down. And not a lot of room there on the run. Luke Salerno there to make the stop in the backfield.
Yes, Salerno's had a heck of a game as he's just been all over the place. And that time just kind of mirroring the back down the line of scrimmage and able to make a great fundamental tackle.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13 for the Bearcats. 20-13, Wolverines with the lead. Again on the road against Geneva next week for a 7 o'clock kickoff under the lights. Gatus out of the pistol. 2 running backs there with him. He'll drop back to throw. Going to take a shot deep and over the head of his target and incomplete. And good stride for stride coverage downfield by Jackson McFall, the junior from Oil City.
Yeah, McFall doing a great job, but there was a second there where you thought maybe Calf got a step on him, but ball a little bit overthrown. So
3rd down and 13, and when you've got a freshman quarterback, especially one that prefers to run the ball,
right,
this is the uncomfortable zone when they're in 2nd and 3rd and long.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point.
2 receivers right and left. They'll now empty the backfield. Gatus back to throw. He's going to be swarmed under and dropped back near the goal line, back to the 2-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, we see, once again, Luke Salerno in on that, and Chris Wolf, a bunch of other guys in there too as well. So yeah, trying to get them all. 53 was in there, Connor Lowe. So great job by the Grove City College defense.
Roth and Ross are back to return the kick. Punter, the back of the end of his end zone. Going to be picked up and run back across the 40. 35, dives down to the 30-yard line on the return by Jacob Ross, and a good short field for the Wolverines to work with.
Yeah, great. Just bounced perfectly right up to Ross. He got a really good block there from Daniel Jackson again. Gave him a little bit of a lane, and the Grove City College in business, setting up shop 1st and 10 on the St. Vincent 30.
So 1st and 10, Wolverines will have 2 receivers right and left. East out of the pistol, Schools the tailback. Fake the option. East to throw. Flips it. Kunst open and just overthrown and incomplete at the 12-yard line. Tried to tip it to himself and incomplete.
He had kind of a naked blitz there by number 5, Mike Turner, the linebacker, and that's what made East have to hurry it a little bit because Kunst was open. But Kunst tried to jump. It was almost like when you rebound and you can't grab it, so you kind of just tip it forward and go get it off the board the second time, and not able to haul it in though.
Gustafson to the right, Kunst and Drake to the left. Schools now to the left of East on 2nd and 10 at the Bearcat 30-yard line. Going to give it to Schools. Full head of steam across the 30 and dives down inside the 25. And they'll spot his knee down at the 25, so it'll be 3rd and 5 at the Bearcat 25-yard line.
3rd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, fast-moving 3rd quarter, Mark. We commented on how fast the first half went. Already at the 5-minute mark here of the 3rd quarter.
So 3rd down and 5. Touchdown lead for the Wolverines at 20-13. Schools now going to move to the right of East. They'll run the option that way, pitch it to Schools, and he's inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Gain of a couple, going to bring up now 4th down and about 3 to go.
4th down and about 3, obvious once again, 4-down territory. So.
Be a 40-yard attempt from this distance, so they will keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, look, great call. I love it.
2 receivers to the left. Gustafson now to the right. Sheila on a wing to the right side. East to throw. Steps up, flips it for Drake, makes the catch, has the first down to the 15-yard line. Did a great job to jump up in the air, expose himself, made the catch, and came down to the ground with a first down.
That was a very athletic play and a very daring play because, you're right, he exposed himself and could have taken a shot, but he didn't.
That rib shot if you just time it wrong.
Right.
So 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Gonna give it to Schools again. Cutting between the hashes and then drilled down at the 12-yard line. Looks like his feet kind of came out from under him, and he was only able to pick up a couple on the run.
White on the tackle.
3:40 to play, 3rd quarter.
Well, you get the feeling, too. I mean, again, obviously a lot of crazy things can happen in an entire quarter of football, but going up 2 scores here late in this third quarter, kind of how this game has gone, would be absolutely enormous for the Wolverines.
East out of the pistol. Schools to his left. 2 receivers that way, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 7. Toss it to Schools. Bounced off of tackler. He got back to about the 11-yard line. Short gain brings up 3rd down. They can pick up a first inside right about the 2-yard line.
Right.
3rd down and 6 from the St. Vincent 11.
You see Jared Hurd running the play in here. See what we got.
So Hurd checks in. Rob Kunst will check out.
Lots of 4s there. 44 in for 4.
With 14 to his right. So it is 3rd and 6. 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter. East play fake to Schools. Looking into the corner for Gustafson, and that ball drifts out of bounds. And field judge had thrown his hat, so he couldn't even have made the play on the football either way.
Right. That was, we've talked about how well at times Micah Harris has defended that play. That time, really defending it well. Nowhere for him to squeeze it in there.
So it'll bring on Nick Morrow, who's 5 of 7 this year in field goal attempts.
Morrow to attempt the
Along of 46. And those 5 makes. So 28 yards on the attempt. Hash mark to the left, and we've got a whistle. Play clock ran out of time. And then the kicker got knocked over.
Kicking team number 72. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Ugh. Yeah, it's a couple of gaffes here on special teams. Or special teams has done certainly some great things, but they missed extra point after the penalty, after he made the first one, and now this, making this field goal much tougher.
So back it up 5. Hash mark to the left.
Yeah, this is big.
33-yard attempt. Snap down, kick on the way, has the distance, and that splits the uprights and is good for Nick Morrow. Now 6 of 8 on the year for the freshman, and a 10-point lead for the Wolverines at 23-13.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge. Had to have it, because then you would have felt like, had he missed that one, then you would have felt like, all right, we took the 1 point off the board for missing that extra point after the penalty, and then we would have missed, so we would have left 4 points out there, but he gets the 3 and gives Grove City that 10-point lead now with 2:24 to go in the third quarter. That was big. Clutch, they used to call it.
So 2 scoring drives for the Wolverines here in this third quarter.
Yeah, nice long drive to start the half, and the touchdown, 7.5-minute drive, and then they get the football back, have a short field, stall out, but they do get the 3 points. So, very efficient third quarter here so far for the Wolverine offense.
Along with Nowicki.
So 2-man back deep for the Bearcats. Sam Nowicki, one of the 2 back deep. Morrow drives this one deep to the 2-yard line. Coming right across the 10, 15, and pulled down from behind. And a good special teams tackle for the Wolverines.
Yeah, it was Tyler Steedlemark doing a great job. Just getting out there and wrapping him up and not letting him go anywhere.
Steedle saw some playing time earlier in the year at linebacker for the freshman, and that's how you get that extra playing time on defense, making plays on special teams.
Yeah, that was making a play, too. Yep. All right, here comes St. Vincent with their New York Jets 1969 circle-looking uniforms.
So it is Tacoa Gades on 1st down and 10 out of the pistol. Back to throw, flips it to his running back, Stasko out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. They'll spot him at about the 25-yard line. Excuse me, they'll back that up to the 22, say that's where he went out of bounds initially. So gain of 4, 2nd and 6. We hit the 2-minute mark to play here in the third quarter. 23-13, Wolverines with the 10-point lead. Play clock down to 5 seconds, and then some movement up front.
False start. Offense, number 3. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's on wideout Aaron Austin from Pringle, Pennsylvania.
Trying to find him out there. Where's number 3? Oh, he's out on the outer edge. Okay.
He's at the top.
All right. So, yeah, a little bit of a Canadian football style head start probably.
Second down and 11. Gaddis out of the pistol, sends a man in motion. Going to give it to him on the jet sweep. That's McLean on the run.
Yeah, Thomas Ellis and Salerno making the tackle there. Just not giving him much ground there at all.
Short gain brings up 3rd and long at the 19. The wind hasn't really been much of a factor as it was early on in the game. Right. The flags on the sticks barely moving on the goalposts. So Gaddis on a 3rd down and 9 as we're under a minute to play in this third quarter. Showing blitz. Gaddis back to throw. Avoids the rush. Rolling right. Able to turn it upfield. He'll get the first down and get out of bounds as he's just able to outrun Chris Wolf to the first down marker.
Yeah, there's Gaddis being Gaddis, so to speak. Just able to get out there and pick up that first down.
St. Vincent. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats after 30.
So they pick up the first down, stop the clock with 28 seconds. Now it will roll.
Yep.
Plenty of time on the play clock. Play clock and game clock almost even at 17 seconds. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Gaddis all alone in the backfield. He's going to look to throw. Stands in the pocket. Now he'll run downfield, tucks the football. And they're going to reach it for it. Connor Lowe tried to strip it. He'll pick up a couple, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. After 3, Grove City 23, St. Vincent 13 on 91.1 WSAJ.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, please, have a seat. So here's the thing. When this company brought you on, we took a chance on you. You didn't have that 4-year college degree we typically look for.
Right.
But we gave you a shot anyway. And since then, you've worked incredibly hard and given it your all.
Thanks.
You've been an important asset to the team, but I don't think you can be an intern here anymore. We want to hire you.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Find your next great employee. Introduce yourself to the Grads of Life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
I won't let you down.
I know.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Back here at Robert E. Thorne Field, 23-13 Wolverines with the 10-point lead. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Gaddis and the Bearcats. Fake the handoff, now give it to the second man in the formation, and he is right out to the 40-yard line on the run, and it's going to be close to a Bearcat first down, and they will move the chains.
Yeah, 6-yard gainer there. Yeah, I was trying to see how long it was there. Yeah, so
new ball carrier in there got that carry as well. So 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now a whistle and a Wolverine. Timeout.
Grove City. It's first.
And a new ball carrier in there, Quincy Mays out of Miami, Florida, and Miami Palmetto High School. And something that the coaching staff of the Wolverines didn't like, so they elect to use the timeout there. Got 2 left. St. Vincent with all 3, and 14:35 remaining here in today's fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a great, efficient third quarter for the Grove City offense, right? You get the football to start the quarter. You go 7 minutes and 40 seconds and you pick up a touchdown, and then you get the football back on a short field and able to get a field goal. And that was pretty much the entire story of the third quarter, wasn't it? So yeah, great job by Grove City here. And now back on defense with 14:35 to go in this fourth quarter with a 10-point lead.
So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats off the timeout. Going to give it again on that inside handoff across the 45 to the 50. Still going to the Wolverine 45-yard line is Quincy Mays, the junior running back, just 5'5", 150. But runs low to the ground and picked up the first down.
15 yards to the Grove City 45.
Yeah, St. Vincent, this is maybe the best rhythm that the St. Vincent offense has been in, obviously, since the touchdown drive.
14-12 to play, fourth quarter. Wolverines 23-13 lead. St. Vincent on the move. Fake the handoff. Gaitis is going to keep it across the 45. Stiff arms the defender. It gets down near the 40-yard line. And there's a...
Gaitis on the run.
Gaitis is down
for
on
an
the
injured
field.
player of the offense.
Yeah, that's not...
Brought down by Ross.
Yeah, he's right on the Grove City sideline.
So going to back everybody off of him. Roth, who made the play, is right there with him. Training staff going to come over and take a look. Training staff for the Wolverines also there to take a look at Tekoa Gaitis, the freshman, who's had a fantastic game this afternoon for the Bearcats. Played his high school football at Palmerton High School in Palmerton, PA. You mentioned somebody the Wolverines had looked at earlier in the year.
Yeah, he was. I just heard Ryan Briggs and Coach DiDonato talking about it on the pregame show that they were looking at him, recruiting him a little bit, and he was. They liked him as linebacker. He is a. He's in a lot of pain right now. You see a lot of concern, both from the trainers and from the Coach DiDonato standing right next to him there. And yeah, they're not even going to take him across the field. They're just going to take him right here.
Looks like it's an ankle injury, so they're just going to they're going to bring him over to the Wolverine bench.
Yeah, get the golf cart going here, huh?
Yeah, they're going to try and sprint out, get the cart for him. Michael Navarro is listed as the backup quarterback, a junior from Greensburg Central Catholic. So they brought him over to set him down at the Wolverine bench. So while we tend to the injury, let's step aside for a break with 13:59 to play in the fourth quarter and a 23-13 lead for Grove City.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty. Learn how at worldvision.org.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live United. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Bearcats hand the ball off to Quincy Mays, the junior running back. Mays has a big run off the outside for a Bearcat first down. The new quarterback is number 5, Michael Navarro, out of Pittsburgh Central Catholic. And it'll be first down and 10 at the Wolverine 24-yard line. Navarro out of the pistol. They're going to hand the ball off to Mike Stasko, who's down the sidelines. And he'll get knocked out of bounds inside the 10 and down near the 7-yard line.
And Navarro, a junior, Pittsburgh Central Catholic.
Timeout.
And
Grove City. It's second of the second half.
Started a good portion of the games his sophomore season, so he's got some experience, the new St. Vincent quarterback.
So the Wolverines are going to need a timeout to just kind of recollect after those couple of big back-to-back plays, and first and goal from the 6-yard line for the Bearcats.
Yeah, this has certainly been the best in rhythm that the St. Vincent offense has been in. So, yeah, you see Gatus being taken off in the golf cart here right in front of us. Certainly best wishes to that young man. He's a competitor. Hate seeing anybody get hurt.
Yeah, fantastic young football player for these Bearcats.
Around the country, fourth quarter, Clemson 59, Florida State 3.
So much for that being a close game.
31, Wisconsin 17.
So off the Wolverine timeout, leaves them with 1 with 13:08 to play. And I like the call by the coaching staff, just kind of recollect the defense a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. No, that was a great call. Right, it's the old thing, kind of like icing a shooter almost, same thing, get him out of rhythm a little bit. And
first and goal from the 6-yard line for the Bearcats. Navarro is the quarterback. He gives it on an inside handoff to the man who came in motion, and he's into the end zone for the Bearcat touchdown. And that is Quincy Mays, number 38, who turned the edge and went into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, a lot of speed there. Mays, 5'5", 155-pounder. Yeah, 10-play, 82-yard drive by St. Vincent, taking up about 4.5 minutes. So, again, Great. Seen long drives here by both teams.
Elliott on for the extra point. Snap down, and the extra point is up and good. And just like that, Chris, the 10-point lead for the Wolverines cut down to 3 with 13:03 to play in the ballgame.
Yeah, it's funny, too. We've talked about how fast the clock seems to have been moving in this game. But now, when you're trying to hang on to that lead and you give up that a long drive for a touchdown, cut the lead to 3, and then you look up, there's still 13 minutes to play. So, yeah, Grove City's got some work to do. Need to get some more points on the board for sure.
Or you'd like one of those nice, long, sustained 10, 12, 15-play drives. Take some time off the clock and end it in a score.
Yes.
So Woodford and Roth are back deep to return the kick. Sam Elliott with the ball teed up right on the X at the 35-yard line. Wolverines will be going against the little bit of wind and now rain that is falling.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little uglier out there. There's no doubt about it. Darkening up a little bit. The rain starting to be a little bit more than a mist. And, the wind blowing from left to right.
Elliott's kick high and fielded at the 7-yard line. That's Woodford on the return across the 20. And he'll go out of bounds right near the 20-yard line.
Marcus Woodford
on the return by Marcus Woodford.
At the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for the Wolverines at the 20-yard line.
So here we go, setting up shop, and you called it. What would be just what the doctor ordered would be about a 7.5-minute or so touchdown drive here, resulting in points.
Time for the big guys up front, Spinoza, Villers, Matthews, Michelet, and Callahan to go to work.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. East out of the pistol, Schools to his right. Fake it to Schools. East looking to throw. Going to fire the ball deep, looking for Drake, and knocked away at the last minute and incomplete. Micah Harris there to deflect the football at the last minute.
Yeah, Harris is he's been picked on a little bit. He's also made some great plays, so he's had a very busy day there from his left cornerback position.
Harris, sophomore, Stafford, Virginia, Brook Point High School. Second down and 10. So 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. That's again Cameron Drake, the sophomore. East again to throw. Pump fake, pulls it down. Flag on the play, throws it underneath. Pass caught by Schools. And School's going to be pulled down for a loss across the 15 to about the 18-yard line. But there's a flag back at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that's usually the area where your quarterback scrambling around trying to buy more time, as East was, and somebody probably is guilty of a hold or a grab there while he was doing that.
Holding. Offense, number 79. Penalty is declined. Third down.
So they declined the penalty on Dalton Callahan.
Loss of 2 on the completion. Is 3rd and 12 at the 18.
So it brings up 3rd down and 12. They'll line the clock, and we're ready to go on 3rd down and long. One receiver to the right, trips to the left. Blitz coming. East feeling some pressure, and they're going to get to East and blow this play down at the 10-yard line, and a little momentum swinging towards the Bearcats here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. Yes, they put together a great drive there, and
4th and 20 at the 10.
yeah, instead of the long sustained drive that we were calling for, we get 4th and 20, punting from our own end zone.
Nowicki deep.
So the Wolverines will punt the football away. Nowicki back at midfield. Caleb Brake, good snap to him, gets the kick away. Nowicki on the run at the 45, across the 40, and pulled out of bounds by Patrick Mark inside the 40 at the 42-yard line.
Return of 8 yards.
Yeah. Return of 8 yards there, so St. Vincent will set up shop, 1st and 10 on the Grove City 37. So, yeah. Great field position for the Bearcats, who put together maybe their most impressive-looking drive of the game in the last time. So, big moment here, obviously, for the Grove City College defense.
Michael Navarro in at quarterback. And now we've got a flag and a
Substitution infraction. 12 men on the field for the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah. They're going to be first down and set up shop here on the 32-yard line. Wow.
Daniel Jackson was that extra player that came running off the field.
Ouch.
So 1st and 5 at the 32. Navarro sends a man in motion, give it on the inside, handoff. This time the Wolverines stack it up for no gain. That's Patrick Mark and Thomas Ellis in there on the stop.
Yeah, Thomas Ellis made the big tackle and then held his hands up like, it's all I got. Right in front of the official. I don't think the official was going to call anything there anyway. There wasn't anything to call.
So it is 2nd down and 7 for the Bearcats. Micah Harris has been the guy. It's been a problem for the Wolverines running the football here in this fourth quarter. Navarro out of the pistol. Fakes it to Hayes, looking to throw. Flips it out into the flat receiver, makes the catch, slides down, and might have picked up one on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah. Big play right here. This is one of those big moments where it might be 4 down territory anyway for St. Vincent. Yeah, they may, they lose a yard or two here, and they may try to punt it to pin Grove City deep, but probably not. This is probably 4 down territory, so big play here.
Navarro out of the pistol. They give it on the inside handoff. Harris looking for a block, trying to string it out. Stumbles his way inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. That's close to the 1st down marker. It might be a little, they're going to give it to him, say 1st down.
I was going to say, I think they're going to give it to him.
27, 1st down, St. Vincent.
Yeah, he was able to stretch that play out, turn it upfield, and just managed to get across and pick up the 1st down.
Quincy Mays will check out, and Khalil Sanders out of Brashear High School in Pittsburgh checks in. So running back to the left of Navarro. And Sanders, that wing spot.
Timeout. St. Vincent It's first.
St. Vincent uses their first timeout. 9:46 to play, fourth quarter. Grove City 23, St. Vincent 20 on the home of the Wolverines, 91-1 WSAJ.
Hi, I'm President Paul McNulty. Grove City College is a highly ranked national liberal arts college where you will be challenged academically and nourished spiritually, where you can discover your calling in a community of purpose and principle. We're committed to providing an excellent education through a Christian learning and living experience at an affordable price. We value and safeguard our unique independence in higher education as a blessing of America's heritage of freedom. Learn more at gcc.edu.
Bearcats use the timeout. They're left with 2. Wolverines holding a 23-20 lead, just under 10 minutes to play in today's fourth quarter.
All the momentum right now certainly shifted over to the St. Vincent Bearcats.
Navarro, the quarterback. Fake it. Navarro's going to keep it. He's going to be thrown down all the way back to the 35-yard line as Ryan Appleby continues to have a whale of a day.
Yeah, Appleby just bursting through there and flinging the backup quarterback, Michael Navarro, to the turf, and that was a big play.
Loss of 7 on the play. It's 2nd and 17. Navarro going to again work out of the pistol with Mike Stasko, the running back next to him. Navarro to throw for the first time. Pressured, going to fire it downfield. Has a man open and off his hands and incomplete near the 10-yard line as that ball floated in the air and fell incomplete.
Yeah, Ethan Shipley, he had it. Might have been, if he would have caught it, he might have been out of bounds anyway, but still certainly a break for the Grove City defense there. So here we go. Mark, 3rd down and 17. Ball on the Grove City 34-yard line.
Sam Nowicki going to check in. He's been a big target for the Bearcats. He's in the inside slot on the hash mark to the right. Navarro now moves his running back, McLean, to his right. Navarro back to throw. 5-step drop. Pressured. Throws over the middle. Ball deflected and incomplete. Jackson on the coverage, and a flag comes in at the end of the play. And another flag.
I wonder what that late flag was for. Some kind of
Navarro's pass incomplete.
jawing or something.
Flag on the flag.
So 2 flags down on the field. They both came after the ball and hit the turf. The first flag came on the opposite side of the field of the play, and the second one came in from behind the play to the left.
Pass interference. Defense, number 40. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Yeah, that was, you can see Ray just kind of reached up over. Yeah, it was, the Seth Ray was not out there right there. That was Jackson, number 10, as he just went up over top there of the St. Vincent receiver.
24-yard line, 1st and 10 for St. Vincent.
So it was 1st and 10 for the Bearcats at the Wolverine 24-yard line. Navarro, play clock down to 4, takes the football, gives it on the inside handoff to his running back. That's Mike Stasko. And Stasko's down to the 20-yard line. Picks up 4, it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, we saw a big penalty set up the other touchdown for St. Vincent down here in this part of the field in the second quarter. So, again, Grove City's defense just needs to step up, make a couple of plays here, and find a way to get off the field.
Appleby and Young check in on that defensive front for the Wolverines. Navarro gives it on that outside handoff to the tailback, who had checked back in, stumbling across the 10 and down to the 5-yard line is Quincy Mays, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Quincy Mays, again, 5'5", 150-pounder, just able to bust up in there and pick up chunks of yards, avoid some tackles.
So first and goal, St. Vincent at the 6-yard line. Under 8 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Wolverine lead tenuous at 23-20.
Yeah.
Navarro again out of the pistol. Mays goes in motion. They instead hand the ball off to Michael Stasko, who gains 1 to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Patrick Mark doing a great job getting in there and just not letting him pick up any forward yards.
Timeout for an injured player of the defense.
Ethan Conto got a little banged up at the end of the play, so he'll check off. Daniel Jackson back in.
It's a 1-yard gain. Second and goal at the 5.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. 7:20 to play here, fourth quarter. Navarro going to work out of the shotgun formation with Stasko, the running back, next to him. Give it on the handoff to the outside and into the end zone for the St. Vincent touchdown is number 38, Quincy Mays, for the go-ahead score.
Quincy Mays is just giving this team an unbelievable lift here in the second half. He's been great, and wow, so lots of time left. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go here, but St. Vincent now up 26-23 with the extra point pending here.
Elliott will attempt that extra point line to the right. Rush on, and the extra point is up and good. 7:10 to play in the fourth quarter. St. Vincent has taken their first lead of the afternoon, 27-23 on 91.1 WSAJ.
Where did I put my history book? Hi, sorry, forgot one last thing. Sometimes it's hard to concentrate. At school, I start looking out the window, and then I forget what I was supposed to be thinking about. I know it seems like I don't care, but I do. It's just difficult for me. Love you, Mom. Bye.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive. Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
7:10 to play here, fourth quarter, 27-23. St. Vincent with the lead. Wolverines about to get the football back, trailing for the first time today. It'll be Elliott with the football teed up at the 35-yard line. Roth and Woodford back to return. The Bearcat running game has really taken charge here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Woodford across the 10, 15. Woodford will get across the 20 and out of bounds, and a flag at the end of the play.
Might be a little, might be a hit out of bounds or something, hit out of bounds or late hit or something, hopefully.
That flag came in well after the play was over. Jeff Vrabel, our referee. We'll wait for the indication as he's still talking to a couple of his officials down there with him. 7:05 to play in the fourth quarter. And the play went into that Bearcat bench area and came in a little bit late, and now the discussion will continue, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, it looked as if
and a little more longer discussion than expected. Now we'll get the call from Jeff
Dead
Vrabel.
ball. Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, okay. That's
on the
what
kicking
I thought.
team.
That's what I saw.
Number 43. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah.
That's on Lauren Hamilton, a freshman linebacker from Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah, it looked like Woodford took a little shot after he had kind of eased up, pulled up out of bounds.
You've seen the Wolverines with big fourth quarter drives this year to have some huge victories, most notably against Westminster right here. Give it to Schools, running right up the middle, lowers the shoulder and hammers down to midfield. It's a quick 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, that's what we like to see, certainly on first down from Schools.
There is a flag.
Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So the flag on Sal Spinoza, the junior, Kensington, New Hampshire, and Exeter High School. Wipes off that big 9-yard run.
Yeah, that's a tough one, too, because that's kind of the classic Wesley Schools first down, big chunk, and instead looking at 1st and 20 now with 6:45 to go on a running clock. Grove City down 4.
1st and 20. East running the option. He's going to be hit and thrown down inside the 30, back to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure what East was thinking there, not pitching the ball out. There was 2 guys on him, and they weren't keying on Schools, so just not the right read that time made by Josh East.
So Kuntz checks out, and Braden Caffrey, the freshman wide receiver from Ashburn, Virginia, checks in. 2nd and 23. (27-23). Bearcats with the lead. East looking to throw. Fires downfield, and Drake able to make the catch at the 45-yard line. Knocked down right there. Got a big chunk of that yardage back. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, able to get all the penalty yardage back, plus another 3 or 4 there. And so, yeah, they're going to mark it so that it's 3rd down and 6, 5:30 to go. St. Vincent up 4, so big play right here, obviously.
It's 3rd and 6. East to throw. Down the field. Gustafson makes the catch. That's close to the first down marker. And the spot is going to give the Wolverines a first down as Gustafson comes up with another catch. It'll move the chains.
Yeah, that was huge. I didn't know where they were going to spot it. That was a nice play made out there by Tim Addison, the cornerback, but
officially a 6-yard gain, 1st and penalty, 49.
Do mark it across the line, and Grove City picks up a much needed first down.
First down in the Bearcat territory at the 49. Give it to Wesley Schools, and Schools is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Ben Davis, the outside linebacker, coming up to make the play from Penn Trafford High School.
Yeah, Ben Davis just did a really good job of shaking his blocker there, going down the line of scrimmage and not letting Schools get started.
So Wolverines had an extra player on the field. And they looked like they got him off in time, and then the flag was thrown by the referee.
I think the
linesman came in.
I think the linesman looks like he might actually plead Grove City College's case.
Substitution infraction. Offense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Okay. I thought maybe the linesman was going to tell the back judge that he got off of there in time, but no.
So now it's 2nd down and 14, backed up into Wolverine territory. One right, 2 to the left. It says Sheila on a wing to the right side. 4:32, clock rolling. Wolverines down by 4. 27-23 to the Bearcats. East running the option. He's going to keep it. Has blockers out in front of him. And into Bearcat territory down to the 42-yard line.
Able to get a large chunk of that 2nd and 14 back now, setting up a 3rd down and 2 now. So probable 4-down territory here too, Mark.
Under 4 to play. Give it to Schools. First down and more across the 30 to the 25-yard line. Wesley Schools will move the chains on a big run, and he was an ankle tackle away from taking that one in.
Yeah, just a nice little shimmy there. Step back into the middle of eluded 2 tacklers.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Schools going to check out. Brings Zach Trusky in at the tailback spot. Sheila goes in motion. Low snap picked up by East off the turf. And he's going to get the ball down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by East. Snap barely made it to him. Able to pick it up and turn a broken play into a gain of 5.
So Trusky remains the tailback for at least one more play. 2nd down and 5. Under 3 minutes to play. Give it to Trusky. Hit at the line, continues to drive the feet forward down to about the 18-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Trusky out, Schools back in. Schools on that last carry went over the 100-yard mark. Now is 109 on the day.
So it gives him 14 of his last 15 over 100. 3rd down and 3. 2.5 minutes to play, 4th quarter. 27-23. St. Vincent with the lead. Whistle now and...
Timeout. St. Vincent.
St. Vincent will take a timeout, leaving them with 1. And just a moment for the Wolverines to kind of collect their breath a little bit, get a little rest before this big 3rd down and 3 play.
Yeah, I don't mind the timeout play from Grove City at all. I mean, again, St. Vincent recognizing something wasn't right called the timeout, but I actually think this helps Grove City as well. So.
2:24 to play, 4th quarter, 27-23. The lead for the Bearcats, 3rd and 3 coming up for the Wolverines. Each team now left with 1 timeout. Here in the 4th quarter as the Wolverine offense will head back out onto the field. So it'll be Kunst and Gustafson that are going to go to the right. Drake singled up to the left. Schools the tailback. East out of the pistol. Schools now moves to the left of East. They're going to toss it to Schools. Gets a block, turns the corner inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. And a huge lead block sprung Schools for the first down run.
Great. Great block out there by it was number 11, Mark Cameron Drake is the one that gave that great block you mentioned. And, picked up the necessary yards for the first down and then some. So right at the 10-yard line. So it's actually 1st and goal from the 10. So Grove City has to score in 4 plays here.
East out of the pistol. Schools the tailback. Looks like Gustafson, the lone receiver in the formation. Cody up top to the right. Going to give it to Schools. Just dives into the pile. And he's down to the 8-yard line for a gain of 2.
Yeah, he's able to kind of jump in right behind the big offensive guard, Sam Michelet, and pick up a couple of yards, but going to give him 3 here, so 2nd down and 7.
Mitchell
going
to check out. Cameron Drake back in. Now 2 receivers go to the right. Drake to the left. Play clock will approach 10 seconds as they check with the sidelines. Now down to 7. To 6 to 5. East tossing it to Schools, trying to get to the corner, and he'll dive down to the 5-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Caleb Collins out there to kind of meet Schools right where he would have tried to get down the sideline. Schools able to pick up a couple of yards, but really good tackle made by Caleb Collins.
Under a minute to play, Caffrey checks in.
This is the 12th play of the drive, Mark, so
3rd and goal from the 5. 32 seconds, 33 seconds. East looking to throw, fires into the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. He came back to the football and made the touchdown catch with 26 seconds to go in the 4th quarter.
How about that? Our guy Gustafson again.
Wow.
Making that little tiny curl route there. East just throwing it out there to him in the flat. Gustafson making another play. And Grove City back up now 29-27, 26 seconds to go in the game. Extra point coming up now.
Morrow's extra point to make it a 3-point margin. Snap, rush, kick on the way, and it is good. So it is Grove City 30 and St. Vincent 27 with 26 seconds to play in the fourth quarter on the third touchdown catch of the afternoon for Cody Gustafson.
Wow. That's unbelievable. You know, we have watched this team do this a couple of times, most dramatically, of course, against Westminster, and what amounted to the last offensive play of the game for them, and chance to do it again here. You kick the ball off, and your defense makes a couple plays, and you get out of here with a W again.
Got to give Cody a lot of credit. That ball not thrown perfectly, but he did a great job to fight through some contact, get back to the ball, and make a play.
Well, what he did is he ran to the contact. When the contact was made, he almost kind of bounced back with his still over the end zone, and then was able to make a diving play on a pass into the front corner of the end zone.
So the kick is going to be high and short and caught at the 35-yard line by the Bearcats. It covered well by the Wolverines special teams as that tackle is made by number 29, Cole Redrup, the sophomore free safety.
Cole Redrup. See what we got flags here. There was some little battles going on at different spots there. So Redrup making the tackle, but I don't think there was any penalty around that spot, but there might have been a penalty from couple of the scrums going on in a couple of different spots.
There's one at the 50 and then one back at the 48-yard line. And the long conversation going on with Jeff Brable and his crew at the 35-yard line is the crowd coming alive here with 21 seconds to play, and each team left with one timeout.
Right.
(30-27). It's been back and forth in a great game all afternoon.
There are two fouls on the play. During the return, face mask on the receiving team, number 29. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting on the receiving team, number 29. Those fouls will offset. First down.
Okay.
Correction, the number was 43 on the second foul.
Okay.
So the penalties will offset.
So I take it that we're calling, is it Redrup on the tackle must have face masked, and then number 43 for St. Vincent must have said something that the official could hear, taunting a Grove City College player. So there we go. Here we go. We might not know all of that happened out there, but we do know this. There's 21 seconds left. Grove City College is up 3. St. Vincent has the football, 1st and 10 on their own 35.
Navarro back to pass on first down, avoiding the pressure. Loose ball batted in the air, and they'll call that an incompletion and bring up 2nd and 10 with 16 seconds to go.
Yeah, he was pretty much swallowed up there by Cameron Drake. And as he was falling to the turf, he tried to throw it up, and Connor Lowe knocked down that pass. He looked like a 6'8" guy blocking a layup attempt by me there.
2nd and 10 at the 35. Michael Navarro, the junior backup quarterback for the Bearcats, has trips left and one man to the right side. Navarro, 3-step drop, throws it over the middle. Pass caught, broke away from the first defender, and then pulled down at the 50-yard line. That's Keith Kaup, the sophomore. And there's 8 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
timeout. St. Vincent. It's final timeout of the half.
There you go. Yeah, that was Chris Wolf that was making the tackle there. I incorrectly identified. Yeah, it was Chris Wolf making the tackle, and was Lowe swatting that shot, though, swatting the pass.
So last timeout used by the Bearcats. 8 seconds remaining. Grove City 30, St. Vincent 27.
Just get a piece of blank paper.
The whole officiating crew are going to get together at midfield, and they've done a good job communicating throughout the afternoon, kind of making sure, what did you see, what did I see?
No, they've been great. They've been just about every way you could evaluate a officiating crew. They've been great today.
So ball at midfield. Going to drop Patrick Mark back deep as well. Now Mark and Jackson will flip-flop on the field. 1st and 10 from midfield, 8 seconds remaining. Navarro back to throw. Over the middle, that hopped in incomplete with 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, they hit him. They hit Kalp over the middle on the last play.
2nd and 10 from the midfield line.
Try to get him again there, and now they're not going to be able to hit anything across the middle there. The clock's going to run out. So here it is. 4 seconds left on what is quite possibly the last play of the game.
Trips to the left, one man to the right. Navarro out of the pistol on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, goes over the middle. Pass caught, lateral back, and then punished down to the ground. And the Wolverines are going to escape with the victory here this afternoon, 30-27, improved to 5-3 overall and 4-3 in the President's Athletic Conference on that huge tackle by Jacob Ross.
Jacob Ross was having none of that. We see all that. We see that all the time, right, on those last play of the games, 52 different laterals. Ross on the first lateral just wiped him out. That was the end of that. And what a big-time win. The 4th win in a row for the Grove City College team. Give St. Vincent a lot of credit as they came to play today and did a lot of the things that they haven't done. And big win there for the Grove City College Wolverines.
We'll take our final break, come back, and begin the post-game show next here on 91.1 WSAJ.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car. Let's go.
What are we going to do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing, too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it going to be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way. Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Alvin and the Chipmunks love to eat.
Who's hungry?
But even though you can't see or smell it, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
That's not good.
On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps.
We got this. This'll be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash your hands and surfaces often.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Separate. Keep raw meats, poultry, and seafood separate from ready-to-eat foods.
Watch and learn, my friends.
Cook. Make sure an adult uses a thermometer to cook meat, poultry, and seafood to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate promptly and pack your lunch with a freezer pack or ice.
Bingo! Dinner! She's a serve! Yay!
Keep your family safe and check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Well, tonight it is fresh freshman Josh East leading the band after the come-from-behind victory for the Wolverines as they defeat St. Vincent 30-27 on a historical afternoon for sophomore Cody Gustafson. 8 catches, 72 yards, 3 touchdowns. All-time touchdown leader in single-season school history now.
Yeah, and that's, again, all 3 of the touchdown passes were, similar plays, really. A rollout scramble by quarterback Josh East and finding kind of the corner of the end zone, 2 in the back, 1 in the front. But the third one being, of course, the go-ahead score, and just a great day for the sophomore receiver, and really doing a good job putting this team on his back and leading them to victory.
Team numbers impressive for the Wolverines today. Time of possession almost virtually even. Wolverines 8 of 14, Chris, on third down, 3 of 3 on fourth down, and 5 for 5 in red zone scoring chances.
That's getting it done. I mean, that is the definition of efficiency right there. When you want to keep the offense on the field, that's exactly what they were able to do. They finished, obviously, their scoring in that, and just a great job on the things that matter. Like, those are the things. You look at a lot of teams that go, the 2-8, 3-7 type teams that have talented players and have a highlight reel film full of plays, but they don't do those things. Those are the things right there that the teams that win do. And, man, this Grove City College team, that's been their identity all year, and that's why they're rolling now. 4 straight wins for this team. At Geneva next week, back here for Teal in the season finale, regular season finale after that. So just a lot of great stuff happening here with this Grove City College football program.
Individual numbers, Wesley Schools led the way, 29 carries, 122 yards, and a touchdown. Josh East, 9 carries, 27 yards. East through the air, very efficient again today. 13 of 19, 119 yards and 3 touchdowns. We mentioned Gustafson, 8 catches, 72 yards and 3 scores. Drake, 3 for 32. Caleb Brake only had a punt 2 times today, averaged 48.5 yards. The leading tacklers in the game, Patrick Mark with 10, Sam Henson with 9, Luke Salerno, we mentioned his name all afternoon long, finished with 7, Connor Lowe with 6, and just when you needed it most, a 12-play, 59-yard drive that took 6 minutes, 35 seconds, and capped off with the winning score.
That was everything. We wanted that to drive before when they were still winning, right? But then after they were